We are so glad that you are wanting to register for Crossroads Summer Camp. In order to do so, make sure to visit our website, crossroadssummercamp.com, and you'll click on the top right-hand button that says Reserve Spots. Once you click that button, you will see our event registration site. You'll see summer camp listed, and you'll enter in the number of spots you're wanting to reserve. It is important to remember that deposits are $50 a spot and due upon registration. Deposits are non-refundable and non-transferable, so please make sure to register a number that you know you can fill, and you can always add as space allows. So we're going to start with 10 spots and click add, and you'll see 10 selected for Crossroads Summer Camp. You'll click continue, and this is where you'll create an account. We're going to use our info email here, and you will read and click the following button. Then you'll enter in all of your information and address. Typically, the church address works perfectly fine. You're able to enter in all of that information and choose a password for your account. Make sure it's something you'll be able to remember, because it will be a password that you will need anytime you're wanting to log back into your account. You are able to edit it at a later time if needed. Then you'll click create account, work account, and now you are able to populate a group name. This is typically the church name or youth group. It's easier if the church name is in the group name area, just so we know which group is coming, as there can be some overlap in some youth group names, so we don't want some duplicates to occur on your behalf. If you're a family, you can enter the family name up here as well, and then you'll click continue, and you'll be able to see all of the payment information listed. So you will see it's $335 a spot with the deposit due upon registration at $50 a spot. It discusses all of the payment information and when things are due, and it will automatically choose the deposit payment as due now. If you're wanting to go ahead and pay in full, you can do so by selecting that option, but again, it will automatically choose the deposit payment. And then you'll enter in your card information and review the payment info and submit in order to fully reserve your spots. Okay, and once your payment's been processed, you'll see your dashboard here. It'll show your balance, and if you notice on the top right hand corner, should have your initials. You can see my dashboard, edit profile, family, and log off. So the dashboard brings you just to the main page here, where you can see your main balance and if you'd like to make an additional payment. And then if you click on registrations, you'll be able to see your current number of spots that you have registered. You can choose to make a payment, schedule a payment. The view statement allows you to see any payment that you have already made and print off a balance statement. So it's super helpful, especially if you need to submit anything to your finance department or just to have for your records. And then viewing forms, which we will discuss in just a minute. Once you click Manage Attendees here, you will be able to see the public link, and this share button will allow you to access the link in order to copy it. It says link copied, and I'm going to show you that then when it gets sent out, this link right here is your group link. This is what you will send to all students and chaperones that will be attending camp with you. And as that loads, you'll see the group information. You'll see here that 10 spots are waiting to be claimed, so that's what it's reminding you to go ahead and send out that link, so that way parents and leaders can begin entering their information. They'll click register and follow those prompts in order to create their accounts. When we go back into the registration area, again, you'll see some additional options, and When you click View Forms, you'll see what's needed to populate there. Back home, you can choose to make a payment, and if there are any alerts on your account, you'll be able to see that here as well. The big thing is you also will need to register to come to camp as the main group leader. If for some reason you are doing the group registration but are not attending camp, then do not follow these steps in order to name one of the spots, as we will have to unname it later. But most of the leaders that are doing this group registration will be a named spot attending camp. So in order to do so, you'll follow that same group link and you'll click register. And because you already have an account and you're following that link, it's asking who is coming to this event. So you will click on your name, review the information, and if you are a leader, make sure to choose other so there's no grade attached to your account, and then click select. And once you click select, you will see your name listed, and it's asking for a little bit more information, and this is where you will also complete the necessary forms needed for camp. So you will choose the t-shirt size, enter in the church name and the city that it's located, as well as the state. And whether or not you are open to tracking just means that Anderson University would love to send some promotional materials to you. If you're open to tracking, just meaning this information being shared to where they know the city and states of groups attending, but you don't want any of that promotional mail, then you would check the box in order to opt out of that. You'll then click continue, and then you'll move into the medical history phase. So if you don't have any allergies, it already has selected no. So you can just keep scrolling. Any history, you would update this information, and then you would need to add an emergency contact. So you can choose any information here. We will choose to add, and we'll add Shari in for Clayton. Any medication, make sure to add that in. Something to note is group leaders are responsible for administering all medication to attendees while at Crossroads, but this, at least once people start entering this information, can populate a report, so then you can print it later before coming to camp if that is easiest for you. Then there's no immunizations required, so they can just check the box in order to skip that area. And then this just helps us for housing purposes later on, of if any medication for yourself needs a refrigerator, and then your parents will see that question as well for any of their students. That will help us to best accommodate those needs. Then you will continue to review the medical release form. Make sure to read it in its entirety, and then you will click I have read and agree, and click save. Now, by going to registrations, you'll be able to see that you have done additional questions in the medical history. Oh, but you'll see a red exclamation point. These two check marks mean these are completed, but now all you have left are the terms and conditions. So make sure to click on those and review all of those basic rules and conduct agreement, and then you will choose that you have read and agreed and that you are all finished, and you can see the name and that they're attending and what they have completed or not. So you will begin to see more of your participants listed below on the roster within the registrations portal. Once they have received that link from you, they will follow that group link at any time and will be listed on this attendee area right here that you can access at any point leading up to camp. Now, when you visit our website later, just to reference, this registration link here at the top panel does have a drop down for group and family login. This is the link that you will then access to log back into your account later. You will not need to click back on reserve spots. You will just click on group and family login, and as you can see, it then will log into your account if you have the information saved. Or let me log off here and show you what it will look like. If you click it again, you'll be able to see it just says sign in or create an account. So you'll use the same email address that you did initially, and you'll click read and click, and then you'll enter in your password like normal and log back in to access all of that same information. Lastly, I want to reference our registration FAQs. When you click on that, you'll see both group leader FAQs and parent and chaperone. For this video, we are going to click into the group leader registration FAQs, and you'll see all of the things that we've discussed here in this video are also available in Word form with a drop-down answer. So please feel free to reference this in the weeks to come after your registration. And then we'll want to make sure to send that group specific link to your parents, and whether they have one child or multiple children, they will need to follow that link for every child. They won't have to create an account every time, but they will need to log off and follow the link that you initially sent to add additional children to their family profile in order to pull that name directly into your roster. So that link is the only thing that will attach a name to your group. So make sure that those links are followed, and that is discussed in the parent portal as well. And then we just want to also make sure that you see here our customer service form. So if you run into any difficulty while registering or later on, or have parents that are having issues, this is the form that we are asking everyone to fill out. So you'll see it asks for basic information here, contact information, so that way we have it for the account information as well within registration. And it will ask for birth date and any student information as well. This will help us be able to troubleshoot anything happening within the account in order to get back to either you or the parent as quickly as possible with an answer and a solution in order to move forward. So that sends directly to us, and we're able to take care of the issue and be in touch as soon as possible. We hope that this has been very helpful for you, and we look forward to seeing you at Crossroads Summer Camp.